So there is this motherfucker. There is this motherfucker beach called Zodwa from South Africa. Zodwawabantu from South Africa. I don't know if you have come across this beach, and if you look careful to this video, you find out that there are the crowd of men. Men are crazy there. Men are crazy there. What can you tell about this video? Watch, because we have a conversation surrounding this video. Men are just crazy there, and these men ebu wapeleke church, they can't even attend church in na washike maneno ya Mungu like this. And these are crazy men. What are they doing, huh? And this woman is just crazy. The pressure in social media is looming, and we need to have this conversation. Watch the video as we continue with amazing conversation. What do you think about this? Oh my God. I will tell my kids. I will start the conversation at home with our kids, because remember that this girl is a role model to some kids outside there. Let's start the conversation. So, where do we start from? Okay, so at your free time, what do you do? What do you usually do at your free time? As a parent, how do you tackle this conversation? How do you relate to the children? How do you talk to the children about what they see in the society, what they hear in the society, what they hear from friends, from strangers? How do you tackle this conversation? How do you start the conversation at home? Because my friend, the pressure in social media and in the society is looming. Everybody want to be somewhere, and everybody is looking up to somebody. Yeah, we say role model. Every child, every kid is looking as our role model. And maybe you don't know the role model of your kid is who. Maybe somebody else. Maybe nikinuthia fulani, and maybe he's a Ziad. You never know. You never know is your role model, or is the role model of your child, of your kid. So how do you start this conversation at home? So I was going around the social media, and then I come across this video. This beach go by the name, from South Africa. This beach go by the name Wabantu. Yeah. This beach go by the name like that. So she's from South Africa. I was watching the video, and then the video is just crazy. You know what? The video, that girl is a role model to a large group of youths, of kids. Somebody's a lady or a child or a daughter of somebody sitting down and saying, I want to be like this beach. In future I want to be like this beach. So how do we start the conversation about this thing? So I've opened the name Awilo Yodi Untold Truth, and this is where we say the reflection of the society. Wherever, anytime, anywhere, any place, we have the untold truth. And remember that the power of amazing conversation makes your tomorrow better. So if you're new here, just consider subscribing, because here, hey, we talk about amazing conversation. After this conversation, your life will never be the same. For the new subscribers, it's amazing, and welcome to this beautiful family. So I was going across this video of this so-called zodwawabantu. She is from South Africa, and then I'm trying, because these are social media. I know social media nowadays is open to everyone. Kids, they see this thing called TikTok. Everybody is there. and the pressure in social media nowadays, you can't even handle it, and we say we are in a modern world, where we allow kids to have phones, and is their right, nowadays you find a kid of 8 here is having a phone, and you can monitor what he's doing or what he's doing in social media, what he's searching. And that's why we see that the large number of teens are watching pornography, because you can't monitor what they are doing there with their phones. Since you bought them a phone, you can't monitor. You are busy working to provide at home, to provide for food, to provide at the end of the evening they want food, so you can monitor. Yeah, that's the reality. You can't monitor what they're doing. So how do you start the conversation with them? you know how do you teach them? How do you tell them that you need to do this and not do this, you need to watch this and not watch this? How do you start? How do you talk? Because everybody is nowadays saying, I want to be like Nani, I want to be like. So like this girl, let's take example like this lady here in South Africa. This is called zodwawabantu. Yeah, let's take an example of this girl. This girl is followed by a large number of people, and maybe some of them are teens, and some of them are saying, in future I want to be like Wabantu, I want to be like this amazing lady. Somebody is saying that she's amazing, but if you look it in deep way, she's just, I don't know. And that's why we can say women were creating to be at home, because what she's doing, social media will never forget about this thing. And maybe in 5 years or 10 years to come, after she has realized, I now need to be like a mother. Remember social media, even if you delete everything, we'll never forget. So what is portrayed, maybe let's say in something the 8 years to come, will we have the same conversation? Yeah, what will she telling the kids, her kids, maybe the one kid, that this was me and I want you to be this? It's very it's very heartbreaking. So how do you start the conversation with your kids? And how will you convince your kid, no, this one is not doing the right thing? Because nowadays the young parents, they really believe that, I want to give my kid, my children, the life they will never experience, the life I never experienced. So you try to treat her like a king, like a queen. So where where are we heading as the generation? Because this Zodwa has a huge followers, and some of them are teens, and she's role model to some teens. So even yourself, if you watch to this video, so even yourself, if you watch to this video, you watch carefully to this video. Where are we heading? Should we have a conversation? Should we start a certain topic in school about these things? Because the way we are heading, we are doing things like we don't care. These things are now becoming normal, and it reach a time that we can walk naked. So just watch the way these men are just crazy. These men are just crazy. Yeah, the father of somebody. See, when you're called to go to church, you can't find a huge number like this in church. You can't find a huge number like this in church. And you know what? They are here shouting. They are here doing all sort of manners. They are here shouting and saying, they are here. Yeah? So, how can we handle this pressure of social media? How can we start this pressure at home? How we start this conversation at home with your kids? Drop your comment there. We see how can we help the young generation to come there, because here is where we talk about the amazing and the power of amazing conversation, because sometimes we need to put some rules and regulation at home. So how do we handle this pressure with our kids? Yeah, with the coming generation, because where we're heading, that our kids are not safe at all. They are not really safe. They are not safe because the way things are crazy outside here in the social media. in the name of looking for that money, in the name of chasing for bag, chasing that bag. Where is the bag? What's the meaning of this bag chasers? Why are we chasing this bag? Oh, so drop your comment there. Let's have a conversation. And remember that this is the where we talk of amazing, and the power of amazing conversation makes you tomorrow better. See you in the next video.